What are we telling here, Scott?
Alright, we just got an invite to go to Andros tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. We have no flies. We have some leftover flies from the last trip over there. This is a bonefish fly, a little shrimp fly we usually make here. This one's destroyed, but just a long-tailed fish hair shrimp pattern, so we're going to try and duplicate that a little bit better looking. Pink thread, light pink thread, Gamakatsu number 4 hook. This is actually a bonefish hook they make. It's a black-coated hook, pretty sweet hook, really good bite on it. Fish hair is pretty short, so we like to get as long as you can. Cut all the way down to the base. You usually got to do 2 layers, and you get the longer pieces. Pull out all that fat stuff in the middle. That way you're left with a nice long straight tail, like so. Tie that in.
What kind of hair is that right there?
That's it's called fish hair. Get another wad of it. Same thing.
And while you're watching this, we're filming all this at White's Tackle in Fort Pierce, Florida. They've got a destination tackle and bow hunting shop here. Indoor archery range, everything. You can get all your fly tying stuff here.
Alright, so you get it about that consistency and about that length. Flows pretty well. I like to take a little bit of crystal flash, like got a bunch of different colors, but like a shrimpy color. Not a whole lot, just 3, 4, 5 strands, something like that. Just enough flash to get their attention. We're gonna lay that right on top of the fish hair. I like to make a nice loose wrap like that, and you can adjust everything. Just kind of leave it hanging there. When you pull it tight, get it where you want, and then you can pull down like this. Make a few more wraps, secure everything. Trim off your excess. I like to keep that crystal hair about even with the fish hair, like so. Clean everything up. And I take a brown hackle, just a regular Chinese saddle hackle, regular brown color. Take one nice hackle of this size, fairly long. You want it fairly long, so we're going to palmer this in. That's going to look like legs. Trim that off. Wrap the end in. Tie it off. Take some hackle pliers. We're just going to palmer it right around the back side of the hook in front of the fish hair there. I try and use the whole feather. It creates like a lot of leggies. Oh, leggies. It's a leggy. Get to the end of the feather and wrap it off. Pull them back just a little bit and clean everything up. Okay, then we take some crystal chenille. Take a light tan, that shrimp color again. A little sparkle to it. You don't need a whole lot, probably 6 inches or so. Wrap the chenille in front of the hackle. Usually when I get about halfway up, I'll stop. We tie some rubber legs in here. I just pull that chenille back out of the way. Take our rubber legs, about 4-inch pieces, and I double them over. Like so. Tie them in one on each side, 1/7 on each side. Cut the loop. So 4 legs there. Same thing on the other side, double it up. Opposite side, straight across. Tie on your 4 legs. Cut your loop. 4 on each side. And then we're going to pull those back. Get the thread back up at the front. Take our chenille. We're going to go in between the 4 legs. This is kind of a tricky part. You want to get your legs just right. Kind of hold them back. Chenille between the 4 legs on each side. This is definitely a critical part. You want to make sure this separates everything just right and it'll hold them in place. Like so. And you pull them all back in front of each side. When you put it in front, it holds them all back where they need to be. Like so. Tie off your chenille. Go ahead and finish that head off at this point. Adjust your legs how you want them. And then take your bead chain eyes, which are over there on the floor. I like gold eyes, small dumbbell gold eye. You see that?
Yep.
And just like all the others, figure 8 those right on top. Make your hook ride upright. That side. Figure 8 on this side. Keep your legs, you gotta hold your legs back. There's only tricky part, you keep his legs out of the way the whole time. Figure 8, figure 8. And a little trick up top, go around the eyes 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Perfect, got it right. Don't move. Tie her off. A couple half hitches, that's it. Like I said, I usually epoxy just about everything, so I'll go back. Once I do about a dozen flies, I'll epoxy them all at one time. Just keeps them super durable. Catch lots of fish on them.
This is a bonefish fly, Scott?
Yeah, this is a fly we use in Abacos a lot. We're going to Andros tomorrow, but we came up with this fly probably like 5 years ago, and this is like by far the best. I've used it in the Keys everywhere since then. It's just a really, really good fly. Same colors, a lot of tans, whites. And we tried it in pinks and other colors, but this thing's just, it's a nasty fly. Works really good.
Real quick, run through the materials that you use to put it together. How many are there and what are they?
Okay, we got the craft fur for the tail. It comes in a big swath like this. We've got just a brown hackle, palmered around, a little bit of crystal flash in the tail, the rubber legs, dumbbell eyes, and that's it. And the chenille, the body chenille, just tan, sparkly chenille.
What are you using to epoxy?
I just use like 2-part Z-epoxy, and like I said, I'll do about a dozen flies at a time, and I got a little dryer, and I'll coat them all at one time. So, and that's the end result there, just a nasty little shrimpy bonefish fly. That's kind of big for a lot of bonefish, or it was thought to be big, but they have no problem eating that thing. It's actually a good redfish fly as well. You can tie it on a little bit bigger hook, and it works good for redfish as well. So.
Cool deal. For more tutorials and information, visit floridafishinghunt.com and whitestackle.com to purchase everything you need to do what you saw here.